Welcome back, everyone. So it's this week's Who Would Win, and this one, I'm sorry, I just realized this. I wanted to, because I wanted to give a shout out to the guy who gave me this option, or girl. I think it might be a girl. I don't know if you don't have a profile pic, or I didn't notice any videos on your page that would identify your gender. I apologize for that. 1 second, I just want to make sure I got that. Okay, pause. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Anyway, so just making sure. Skip. There we go. So, So Shahelm Rose. This is a shout out to you for suggesting this. So yeah, shout out to Shahelm Rose for this. Sorry about that. So yeah, this is Batman versus Moon Knight. Two vigilantes of the night. One's from Gotham. One's from Cairo, or Prao's the city of Cairo. And they're very similar, yet different in the same way. I'm sorry, my eye is irritating me at the moment. Stop irritating me. Okay. I think I'll be good for a little bit. So, I mean, they're two very similar, but different in their own right. So, they're a bit comparable to one another. So, let's just get into it. Now, Batman or Bruce Wayne, is 6'2", standing at 6'2", weighing 210 pounds. He is the pinnacle of human achievement. He is basically Captain America level of. In fact, I think it's even said he's a little slightly beyond regular human. He's well beyond any Olympic athlete. He can bench press 1,000 pounds. He's mastered over 127 martial arts, 12 master's degrees. He's a super genius, detective. Fluent in multiple languages, genius, and the eye is bothering me. I'm probably going to be doing this because my reason my eye is bothering me for some reason. But he's knowledgeable, and again, 127 martial arts. Pressure points is one he's particularly good with, as seen in The Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight Returns is one where we really see him use the pressure points. That was actually pretty effective. And sorry, I lost my place here. So. Yeah, now he's got basically an indomitable will. His willpower is second to none. He at one point in Batman R.I.P. Rest in peace. He was mentally broken, had a backup persona to counter that. Was buried alive in a straitjacket, 6 feet under, with a whole mess of chemicals flowing through his bloodstream. He broke out of the straitjacket, basically punched his way out of the coffin, and dug himself out of the grave. It's like, whoa. Now, that being said, he's also not completely mentally stable. He's often been considered paranoid, but for justifiable reasons. He lives in a world with beings that could crack the world in half if they still had a right mind to. So, yeah. But he's a master tactician, planner. He's got backup plans for the backup plans to the backup plans. He's fast enough to dodge point-blank gunfire. He can bench press again half a ton, 1,000 pounds. He's got the endurance to survive a vacuum for 27 seconds. He's skilled in parkour, expert marksman and melee weapon user, sleight of hand expert in escape artistry, total recall, and so all of his skills are beyond normal human. He's almost superhuman in some ways. His batsuit's made from a combination of reinforced Kevlar, minor titanium bits. It's bulletproof, resistant to falls, impacts, explosions, and so forth, and flame retardant, along with the cape. The cape can also, do the glide thing. It can mesh well, all that. His belt carries a wide range of things. Now, for this setting, we're not going with the shock gloves because that's just not something. That's something in the Arkham games. It's not something necessarily that Batman has in a normal roster. But he has his batarangs, which can vary from sonic, explosive, smoke, putty, a whole bunch of things, as well as sticky grenades, plastic explosives, smoke grenades. I believe he's got knockout darts on him as well. And then, of course, he has his vehicles, which now his gauntlets have buttons that can bring his vehicles to. He's got his Batplane. The Batmobile usually has non-lethal rounds in it, as well as minor missiles, so for taking down anti-aircraft. So he is the Batman. He's the goddamn Batman, but he's still human. He can be killed. You just need to find a way to get to him and kill him. So yeah, that's and he's also expert exploiting weakness. So that's Batman. I could go on differently, but no, Batman. Now Moon Knight. Now I forgot to look up his actual name, but Moon Knight is the exact same height as Batman, but weighs 15 pounds heavier than Batman. Now he had a high school diploma, but he went to the CIA and became a trainee for them and became a spy for them until one point in Cairo where he was gifted the power from a Egyptian god. No longer has those powers to a degree, but does have a few abilities. Now, first thing to note is that Moon Knight enhances his physical abilities. He does have enhancement from that. It's not a great deal, but he does have enhancement physically speaking. He does have a healing factor due to manipulation. He heals quicker than a normal person. Not super effective, but kind of think Captain America levels maybe a bit more. He apparently has the ability to shut off pain receptors and make himself completely immune to pain. Now, if that's a magical ability or just mental training, that's impressive. To be able to completely ignore pain, however, he's also extremely reckless in that regard and will not necessarily avoid lethal attacks because of that. He's an expert marksman with pinpoint accuracy. He's experienced pilot, Olympic athlete, adept in nearly all melee weapons. And he apparently has a drone of some kind. Now, in terms of his equipment, he has I'm gonna probably get a couple of these names. I did write them down, but crescent darts. That's it. He basically has crescent darts, which are basically he has these guns that shoot crescent darts at you, like crescent moons. He's got blades that are also the same. Usually carries about a dozen on him. He's got I may be pronouncing it wrong, but a tourniquet club nunchuck grappling hook combo, kind of like Daredevil. He's got a 12-pound cable that stretches 8 feet for extensions. He has 2 pistols that fire crescent darts, as I said. He has an energy shield on him, as well as Spider-Man web gauntlets and Wolverine claws in his gut bracers. And silver cestial on his armor for taking out werewolves. Now, he's not anywhere near as strong as he used to be due to he lost some of his magical ability, but he still said that originally he could lift about 450 pounds, bench press it, and since he's been working out nonstop since losing his powers to keep up, he can probably lift more. So I averaged it out about 600 pounds. Now, him and Batman both share a trait. They really seem to be able to instill fear in their opponent. Now, that being said, he's not stable. In fact, he's not sane at all and may suffer from brain damage because of that, which may be why he goes into fits of rage and can have mental breakdowns. So he's not altogether there. Batman could be loosely considered not altogether there. This guy is really not altogether there. In fact, it's considered he may have a disconnected personality. Basically, another personality in general. So, Moonlight, he's crazy. Now, the way I see this fight breaking down, again, it's got to be the most realistic scenario, as I always put these fights. Batman's in Cairo. He's just doing something for the Justice League, and the rest of the League members aren't there. And even though he would maybe call someone in if he really needed help, for the sake of these fights, they don't call people in, unless they're somehow tied to the fight, which none of these guys are. So he comes in, he's doing his thing. Moon Knight sees him on his turret, confronts him, probably throws a crescent blade at him. Batman dodges it. They have a standoff, kind of interacting. And Moon Knight, being Moon Knight, will go in for the first attack. Probably firing a crescent blade, maybe even firing a gun. Batman's going to counter with batarangs. They're going to go back and forth trading weaponry for a little bit, and no one's going to get a clear advantage over there, except that, where did I put that down there? One of his blades, I believe, was made of adamantium. His nunchuck combo stick thing is made of adamantium. So he's got that advantage over Batman, because Batman doesn't have anything remotely close to adamantium in his world, I don't think. So it'll get into a close-range fight. And in a close-range fight, close range fight, and Batman's going to hold the edge because Moon Knight's skilled in many martial arts, boxing, all that, but Batman has mastered 127 different martial arts. So it's going to be Batman more or less just keeping. Now, that being said, his rage of Moon Knight's going to make him slightly more aggressive and predictable, but unpredictable. So it's going to be kind of touch and go with that. Batman's probably going to be like, hey, his aggression, I got to use that to my advantage. So after a while, he's probably more or less going to get Moon Knight as Batman did in The Dark Knight Returns, where it's going to be boom, and Moon Knight's probably got to get a good hit in, and Batman's going to go, ugh. It's like, was that, and kind of like, was that supposed to tickle? It's like, that was a nerve bundle in your left deltoid. Maybe didn't hurt, but you're not going to be moving that arm for a while. And Moon Knight's probably going to be like, ah! But because he doesn't feel pain, that's going to be a big wild factor for Batman. Batman's going to keep pounding on him, and Moon Knight's going to keep coming because he's not going to feel pain. He's going to probably bring out his billy club. Maybe Batman's going to hit, block, but because it's made of adamantium, because you got a rage, adrenaline, junkied, no pain, enhanced superhuman, more or less, Batman's going to take a decent hit from that and be like, duh! Maybe go off the rail. Oh, I forgot they mentioned grappling hook, obviously. Batman's going to get the grappling hook, and then Moon Knight's probably going to, come in with the his grappling thing, hook onto Batman, bring him down. Batman's going to fall on the ground while Moon Knight just keeps coming. Keep punching him. At this point, because Batman's probably going to fall. Now, Batman can survive a fall fairly easily, but if Moon Knight keeps coming on top of him, he's going to, not necessarily tire out, but he's going to be just pushed back and on the defensive. Eventually, I think it's going to get to the point where Batman is going to be... Moon Knight is going to... Well, first off, also, I do believe there's going to be a scenario on point where Batman's sleight of hands, one of, like, his moon blades off him, and just like, it's just, what? It's like, looking for this? It's just... Moon Knight again, not avoiding fatal attacks very much, even though Batman wouldn't necessarily throw a fatal attack at Moon Knight with his own blades, would still be like, maybe get a blade in his shoulder, keep going, charge him, throw him off a wall. Batman, in fact, honestly, I'd see it basically being like at one point they get back on a roof, Moon Knight is going to just charge Batman at one point. Batman's going to maybe try to tie him up, disappear in a smoke bomb, but get, barrel rolled over the side of a building. They're both going to fall. Boom, boom. Batman's maybe a couple feet away. Moon Knight, even though he can't feel pain, still probably a bit exhausted, so he gets up and just looks at him, getting ready. And like, you can't beat me. He's got to say something along the lines of, is that all you got? It's like, no, this is all I got. And then he's going to press the button on his gauntlet. This is where Batman just owns Moon Knight, because Moon Knight has a limousine, from what I understand, and drones. Batman has a Batmobile he can summon with his Batplane. So at that point, Batman just goes, doop, and then you just hear Moon Knight just going to be like, it's like, what? And then just get, basically like Bane in Arkham Asylum, get barreled by the Batmobile. Because of his enhanced abilities, it's not going to kill him, I don't think. And Batman would be sure not to do that. But he's going to be hit by a car and pinned by a car, I think. So his entire legs are going to be shattered, more or less. And at that point, and there you go. Batman wins. Now, there's also other scenario where, say, he throws a smoke bomb down, hides in, tries to intimidate him. Intimidation's, I don't think, going to work on either of these guys, for either of them. But he can hide in smoke, basically hide in the smoke. Pressure point, pressure point, pressure point. Eventually, he's going to be like, boom, like that on the ground. So it does that way, too. Batman's just smarter and more skilled than Moon Knight is. Moon Knight's got some interesting tech with him, but it's not Moon Knight as he once was. Moon Knight doesn't have the abilities he once did, because I had to look it up, obviously. Now, before I actually give a rating on how many times Batman wins this out of 100, is there any scenario where Moon Knight does win? Yeah, I think there's enough of a, say, where, because, rage-induced strength, anger, and, immunity to pain, it could kind of eventually end up like a Bane scenario where he does, where that scenario where he just kind of bum rushes him off a building, smashing him in the car. Batman's still alive, but then he just takes Batman and just goes slam on his knee. I could see that happening, but it's going to have to be something where Batman's seriously hurt enough that allows him to do that. And I don't necessarily see Batman being that hurt, given the fact that he's faced guys far stronger, like Bane, for instance, than Moon Knight, and come out alive now, and basically uninjured. So, but I would still say there's a scenario where that could happen. Plus, all the gadgets and stuff like that, and the adamantium Billy Club nunchucks would hurt absolutely, because indestructible metal. Or non-indestructible metal against, reinforced Kevlar and titanium. Yeah, good luck with that, Bats. But, so for what it is, I think I'd give it about a 90 to Batman, 10 to Moon Knight. I think Batman just wins it, generally speaking. And I think he wins it just because of better skills, better, smarter fighter. And, eventually, if they got on the ground, or Batman just decided he'd call in either the Batwing or the Batmobile and just basically run him over or just shoot him with rubber bullets. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. 90 to Batman, 10 to Moon Knight. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to do a review, let us know. We'll do a review at some point. Or if you have an idea for who would win, put that in the comments below. As, again, Shahelm Rose did. Again, shout out to Shahelm Rose. Thank you for the idea or the suggestion for the video. Appreciate it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have an idea for a video, like who would win, review, whatever, put that in the comments below. We'll do a review at some point. Sorry, it's late. I'm repeating myself. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a good night. Later.